We finally made it back into the garage today since, what, about 2 weeks of going getting parts? And
3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks ago I had to do some honeydews. Happy wife, happy life. So I had to do some honeydews, stuff on the house. Then that got us to where we could get away to go to the junkyard a little bit on my grandson's birthday. I was sort of late to it, but I made it there. And then we went to Mopar's at the Rock. Now we're back here at this, and nothing much has happened, but we played with it the other night. But we got this new. We got this mocked up in there. Everything's all cut and trimmed. Just got to buff it up a little bit on the edges, tack weld it. And I can pull this out later, fully weld it, once I get it tacked and in place. We got that sort of sitting there. We got to pull it up, get them measurements as close as we can to this side. And we can do the rest of the adjustments with the swedge tubes. So, yeah, we got to get this thing rolling because we plan on putting the motor in today, right?
We're going to try to.
We need to get some weight on the front end because we got 2 rounds out of this coil. That coil hadn't been cut yet. So we got to get that welded on and get the coil cut, get that side assembled. Also got to at least get some good little tack welds on the screw jack over there. Get weight on the front of the truck with the tires back on it, with the motor, the transmission we got from pull apart the other day, the AX15, and get some weight in this thing. So possibly even throw the front clip off of the parts truck out there on it, so we can see how bad, how much flaring I have to do on the front fenders with these big old tires. So let's get after it.
All right, well, let's get started. We got a list today. Welcome to Bad Habit Garage. They're getting the steering shaft tacked in place. Just so the steering will hold up. So got it where we could, maybe after a while we get the fenders on there. Went ahead and tacked it up just while we could get to it. All right, while he's making parts over there for the screw jack, I'm gonna be swapping the oil pan over so we can try to get the motor in today. This is out of his 84 Dodge truck. Had a truck pan, then we swapped it to car pan to put it in the race car project for mock-up while we're moving it around. So now we got to put the truck pan back on here to put it back in the race truck. So while he's making stuff there, I'm gonna be making something over here happen. Alright, so he's over here getting set up to do that. And I'm fixing to go back over there and do the oil pan stuff, but we're going to try to get some stuff done today. Catch up on 3 weeks of work not been done. Alright, I got the oil pan off and cleaning the gasket off, and he's got the plate for the screw jack made right here. You got to tack that in and that'll be together.
I'm curious what the main bearings look like in this motor. It had an old truck. You know, the 30 years that, or the 25, 28 years that I didn't have it, it probably got drove easy. But I blasted this thing, you know, for years, just back and forth to Charlotte, about a 60-mile round, you know, one-way trip, 120 miles a day for years, and I ran it hot many times. So we found out later why, because these freeze plugs that we replaced when we used it for the motor for the race car to get it all mocked up, what did it look like? Stalactites coming out of the back of that thing, or it had just, yeah, the rust, yeah, those freeze plugs were gone. And I reckon it had some block seal or something in it, and that stuff was just, it was just dribbling out back here. And you never seen the water go nowhere. You didn't know where it went. Radiator was good, but you'd always lose water every time. And it'd always be at 12 o'clock when you come back home from work out of town. And you just ran it on back to the house about 250 degrees and fill it up in the morning. Do it again.
So we probably take a cap off just to see what it looks like.
I'm sure the crank is purple. It should be.
But
it ran fine in the race car.
It's heat treated.
We'll see.
All right, well, my project was a bust for today. Went to put the oil pan on, and all the oil pans we got here at the shop is for Magnums, and had to order our oil pan gasket to be in tomorrow. So I just put this back on there to cover it up, and he's been over there working away. I didn't get nothing done.
But while we are out and we got that thing, we looked at a main bearing and cam bearing, or the mains and the rod bearing. That thing looks like brand new on the inside. So you know what's gonna happen now. It's gonna be full on race motor. We got a couple old purple shafts up here, new set of lifters.
Yeah, you said
So I ordered more gaskets tomorrow, so they'll come in tomorrow. So we just go ahead and put a lubbity up in there, and we won't have to worry about it because it's going to be 5-speed, so we can put as big a cam as we want. It's all for show and fun. It ain't made for slapped out and getting it. So we'll have fun with all these in-stock parts we got. So,
So, all right, well, I'm gonna flip it over because now we're gonna do the cam and stuff. So might as well flip it over, keep it from draining the rest of the oil out on the floor, and then I don't know, see how his progress going because mine didn't go good.
Okay.
Well,
we got the front end back assembled. We got sidetracked for a couple hours today. My wife's uncle needed us to wire up a trailer brake controller in his truck for a camping trip he's going next weekend, and so that got sort of sprung on us, so we had to break off of this and do that for a little while. So but we ended up getting those upper parts tacked on. They welded on good enough to hold it just for what we're doing, and we got that tacked. So steering, so we can't turn left right now. So that is a plus. So with that, now we're ready to add weight to the front to see how the springs react, what kind of ride height we got. Yeah. We get the oil pan gasket's going to come in tomorrow, so we usually do everything on a Saturday and chill on Sundays, but we might do some more videoing tomorrow. I reckon we're going to have to. And probably going to grab those performance parts off the shelf.
in stock parts.
In stock parts. If we're going to have a running, driving mock-up motor, we might as well have a running, driving mock-up motor that sounds good with a big old 508 Mopar performance cam in it. So might as well. The old motor looks pretty good on the inside. So those gaskets are coming in. I got more. I think I have a timing cover set gasket and intake gaskets over there, but if we use those tomorrow, I'll have more coming in to restock that, so we'll have our emergency stuff. So we'll just regroup tomorrow and try it again.
Do some more.
Alright.
Try to at least get some weight on it.
Yep. Hopefully get the front clip on it. That'll be great.
All right.
I got one of them cleaned up a little bit. This is not it, but if you haven't found these old Moroso valve covers, they're still the style that they make now. They're like, look, I can't remember if these are like 50 or 100 bucks, or everything's higher now, so they're a little crusty and rusty. But I cleaned on this one this morning, and The other one, that looked just as bad, but you know, for 20 bucks, we'll run them on the race truck. It'll look just as good as brand new ones once they're all on there. So, hey, so far as a drop.
All right, now adjustments came in today. We're fixing to tear into this 318 cubic inches of
Raw horsepower.
high performance. We're gonna upgrade it a little bit. Get as much as we can out of this 318.
We'll just make it a test mule for breaking in camo lifters, because we don't care if we crash these bearings.
They look good, so get the valve covers off, intake off, front off, and we're gonna do a cam swap. Put a lumpity lump cam in a 318 air gap intake, and them chrome valve covers he found at Mofar's at the rock. Go back on there.
Ooh, and the matching Moroso breather top.
Yeah. So let's get it tore down and we'll show you what the inside looks like. Alright, we're fixing to go into a little bit of tech time. We got a couple of the Mopar Performance. They the old purple shafts sitting on the shelf. So we don't know what size they are or what. So we're going to do just a little quick reference to get us close to what we're going to have. So all you need, dial caliper, and your smartphone with the calculator. So what we're going to do, remember back in school when you had to figure out math equations? Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. So we do the parentheses stuff, the exponent, do all, just follow the same rules you learned in school. So I'm going to measure the nose to heel, that'll be from top of the lobe to bottom, and then measure the base circle, that'll be over here. So I'm going to do the exhaust. So let me measure it. All right, so that's what we got. So let's figure it up. Let's see, that'll be 1.000. That would be 0.500. And this would be 0.079. All right, now we're going to measure the base circle. Alright, that'll be 1.000. That'll be 0.0200. And that would be 0.066. So add that together, that'll be 975.1 662.1. So take this number and subtract that number. So let me do that right fast. One point 1.579 minus 1.266 equal 0.313. And we know the rocker arm ratio we're using is 1.5, so take that number times 1.5 equal 0.469. 495. So about a 470 lift cam. So, and we got another one, I've done the math on it, and it come up like a 500 and something lift. So we're gonna go with the 470 something lift cam. It's a 318 with single round springs. So we'll just go with this. All right, so that's simple enough right there. That'll get you close. It's not dead accurate, but it's close enough to give an idea of which one to use. All right, we got top dead center. So now we're fixing to install the cam, a big high performance cam. All right, I'm gonna get the cam in, lubed up, and get it installed. Okay, there's a bunch of rocker arms on there, but here's a little trick for holding the push rods out of the way to put it on there. Just pull your oil stick out, fish it up under there. Alright, now that's holding the push rods out of the way. And you just take your rocker arm shaft, spin it around.
Yep, trying to bring old Harold into the, I don't know, 21st century.
Yeah,
That boy loves a dang ratchet and a wrench. I'll be over there like, gonna take 2 cigarette breaks by the time he gets finished tightening stuff. He said he ain't ever broke a bolt off with a...
yeah, this is new using something like this.
But, you know, we don't want to waste no film.
But, see, once they all stayed right there where they're supposed to be, they fell right in the pocket. And all you do is just pull the oil stick out. Now I got to go back and I torque these, and then we'll do the same on the other side. But there's a little trick to hold them out of the way. Alright, now we got it halfway back together. It looks like a race motor.
Yeah, she looks astonishingly fast, even though she's going to be incredibly slow. But I had these parts laying on the shelf. Besides the $20 Rockingham valve covers. Got that off of Facebook. It was rusty too, but you know, marketplace. Picked that one up. So for the vintage truck category that we're trying to fit here, for the second year that they run these trucks, Rob Moroso owned, him and another guy owned that racing series for the trucks. So it only seemed fitting to have Moroso valve covers, breather lid, you know, just keep it sort of correct if there is a way. But I think it's looking pretty spiffy for a mock-up motor, because yeah, eventually they're gonna put a little bit hotter motor in it. So. But yeah, just for an afternoon's worth of dealing, what we got the old cam, he pulled it out and it was flat and what, 2 loads?
2 loads is gone.
2 of the lifters were dished out, so I mean it had 180,000 hard miles on an old 80s model smog motor, so you know, it's low compression, but she never used a bit of oil, so ran good in the mock-up stage for the old race car we had, so ran good on it. So it ought to be good for a mock-up motor just to tinker around with for a little bit. Just show you what to look out for too, because you can do all this in the afternoon, shine an old POS up and put it on marketplace and sell it, and some idiot would buy this for probably $1,500 or more. Even though it's a $200 or $300 core with some shiny stuff on it. But, you know.
Just beware of what you see on Marketplace.
Yeah, you can polish up an old turd pretty easy. But we know this old motor ran okay, so. But we got what we think was the 284, 484 purple shaft for the small block. That was always a good cam. Always had a good little chop, gave you good power. So we'll see how it runs once we get it all buttoned up. And transmission mounted on it. Get it all in the truck, get the weight on the front, and then we'll be ready to put the front clip on it.
Then see how much we got to flare the fenders. And
yeah, we got to, all this just so we can get everything setting like we want the truck to sit down, and you got to get it lower. So, got to add weight. So,
alright,
I reckon we call it good for the weekend. We'll start back on next weekend.
alright, so that's going to do it for this episode of Mad Hammock Garage. Please click the like and subscribe button, and we'll be back the next time when I don't know what we're going to be working on. It's a mystery.
It's going in. Yeah.
We
got to
just got to go through stuff and figure out what we got parts for to work on that day. All right. Well, thank you for watching.